Discipline is not something you find. It is something you force. If you are waiting to feel motivated, confident, or ready, this audiobook is already talking about you. Because the truth is simple and uncomfortable. You are not undisciplined because you are weak. You are undisciplined because you negotiate with yourself. This audiobook will end that negotiation. You will learn how to command your actions, even when you feel tired, bored, lazy, or emotionally unstable. Not tomorrow. Not next week. But listen carefully. Because discipline is not built by inspiration. It is built by obedience to a standard, and that standard starts here. Stop waiting to feel ready. Readiness is a lie your comfort zone sells you. It sounds responsible. It sounds smart. It sounds safe. I'll start when I feel ready. When the timing is right. When I'm more confident. When I know more. That voice feels reasonable. It feels mature. It feels cautious. But it's lying to you. You don't lack readiness. You lack discipline. That's the key. Readiness never arrives first. Action does. And until you accept that truth, your life stays paused. You wake up every day with ideas you don't act on. Plans you delay. Decisions you postpone. Not because you can't, but because you're waiting to feel different. You're waiting to feel confident, motivated, certain, prepared. You have a choice. You can keep waiting for a feeling that has never shown up before. Or you can move without it. Action first. Feelings later. That's how real change starts. Look closely at your pattern. Every time you decide to improve your life, your brain offers the same deal. Wait a little longer. Learn a bit more. Prepare just a little more. And every time, comfort wins. That's not laziness. That's conditioning. Your mind is wired to protect the familiar, even if the familiar is miserable. Especially if the familiar is miserable. Because pain you recognize feels safer than uncertainty you don't. So your brain invents readiness. A fake milestone. A moving target. A promise that never comes due. And you keep paying with your time. Let's be clear. No successful person you admire felt ready. Not one. They started tired, confused, underqualified, imperfect. Every single time. They didn't wake up confident. They earned confidence by acting. They didn't feel motivated. They created motivation through movement. They didn't wait for clarity. Clarity followed commitment. That's the real order. Action first. Feelings later. You think readiness is a prerequisite. It's not. It's a reward. Confidence is not the entry fee. It's the receipt. Certainty doesn't come before the work. It comes after repetition. You don't need their permission. You don't need approval. You don't need validation. You need to move. That's the key. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Waiting to feel ready is a form of self-betrayal. You already know what to do. You know what you should stop doing. You know what you should start doing. You know which habit is hurting you. You know which decision you're avoiding. But instead of acting, you negotiate. I'll start Monday. I'll start next month. I'll start when life calms down. Life doesn't calm down. You have a choice. Either you act in chaos, or you stay stuck forever. Discipline is not loud. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't wait for applause. Discipline is quiet action taken when emotions argue back. It's doing the workout when you feel weak, making the call when your voice shakes, publishing the work when it's not perfect. It's not about confidence. It's about commitment. Say it again. It's not about confidence. It's about commitment. Your feelings are unreliable. They change with sleep, with hunger, with weather, with mood. If you build your life around how you feel, you build on sand. Strong people don't obey feelings. They observe them and act anyway. You feel fear? Move forward. You feel doubt? Move forward. You feel unprepared? Move forward. That's discipline. That's the key. Here's a rule you need to tattoo into your thinking. If you wait until you feel ready, you will never start. If you start, readiness catches up. Say it again. If you wait, nothing happens. If you move, everything changes. Action creates momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence creates identity. Not the other way around. Let's make this practical. Starting today, you stop asking, "Do I feel ready?" You ask one question instead. What is the next physical action? Not the perfect plan. Not the full roadmap. The next step. One email. One page. One rep. 1 minute. That's it. You don't need motivation for one step. You don't need confidence for one step. You need discipline. Your mind will resist this. It will scream for comfort. It will demand certainty. It will offer distractions. That's normal. Discipline is choosing the long-term reward over the short-term relief. Every time, you have a choice. Comfort now, or progress later. Stop romanticizing readiness. Readiness is not a sign of wisdom. It's a symptom of fear wearing a suit. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of being seen trying. But here's the truth. You will be judged whether you act or not. At least act for yourself. You don't need their permission. There is power in starting badly. In starting small. In starting embarrassed. In starting before you're ready. Because starting proves something important. You're no longer negotiating with your potential. You're acting on it. That changes everything. Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they never begin. They spend years in preparation mode. Watching. Planning. Consuming. Never building. Never risking. Never committing. That's not intelligence. That's avoidance. And avoidance costs more than failure ever will. Let's reset your identity. From this moment on, you are not someone who waits. You are someone who acts. Even when it's uncomfortable. Especially when it's uncomfortable. Because that's where growth lives. That's the key. Here's your behavioral instruction. Today, you take one action you've been postponing. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Send the message. Start the draft. Do the first set. Make the decision. And when your mind says, "You're not ready," you answer with action. Action first. Feelings later. You don't rise to the level of your intentions. You fall to the level of your discipline. And discipline begins the moment you stop waiting. Understand this deeply. The gap between the life you want and the life you live is not talent, not luck, not intelligence. It's delayed action. Close the gap. Move now. This chapter is not about motivation. It's about permission. Giving yourself permission to begin imperfectly. Giving yourself permission to move without certainty. Giving yourself permission to act before you feel ready. You have a choice. And you don't need their permission. Remember this when you hesitate. Readiness is a lie your comfort zone sells you. Discipline is the truth that sets you free. Action first. Feelings later. That's the foundation. You've stopped waiting to feel ready. Now, let's talk about what happens when you stop negotiating with yourself. Discipline is a command, not a mood. Feelings do not get a vote. Read that again. Feelings do not get a vote. They are loud. They are emotional. They are persuasive. But they are not in charge. That's the key. Most people live as if their emotions are the boss. If they feel motivated, they act. If they feel tired, they stop. If they feel inspired, they begin. If they feel bored, they quit. That is not freedom. That is slavery to mood. You have a choice. You can let emotions run your life, or you can issue commands and follow them. Discipline is a command, not a mood. A mood is temporary. A command is final. Moods change by the hour, by hunger, by sleep, by weather, by opinion. Commands do not care. You don't feel like brushing your teeth. You do it because it is required. You don't debate stopping at a red light. You stop because it is required. That's discipline in action. You do it because it is required. Say it again. You do it because it is required. This is where most people fail. They wait to feel disciplined. That feeling never comes. Discipline is not a feeling. It's a standard. It's not about motivation. It's about obligation. It's not about desire. It's about decision. That's the key. Look at soldiers. They don't wait for motivation to train. They don't wait for confidence to move. They don't wait for comfort to execute. They follow orders. Even when tired. Even when scared. Even when uncertain. Because feelings do not get a vote. Look at athletes. They don't train only on days they feel good. They don't show up only when inspired. They train when sore, when bored, when frustrated. They do it because it is required. That's discipline. Look at builders. They don't ask the structure if it feels right today. They don't stop because it's inconvenient. They lay bricks one by one. Every day, regardless of mood. That's how things are built. That's the key. Your life is no different. If you let your emotions decide, your progress will always be inconsistent. Some days forward, some days backward, most days stalled. Discipline removes the debate. You wake up. You execute. No discussion. Here's the truth you may not like. Your feelings are not special. They don't deserve special treatment. They don't deserve control. They are signals, not commands. Strong people acknowledge emotions, then act anyway. Weak systems obey emotions and call it self-care. You have a choice. Most people ask the wrong question. They ask, "Do I feel like it?" That question keeps them stuck. There is only one question that matters. What is required? That's it. Not what feels good. Not what feels easy. What is required? Discipline is deciding once. Not every day. Not every hour. You decide, then you execute regardless of mood. You don't renegotiate with yourself. That's the key. The daily negotiation is where progress goes to die. I'll do it later. I'll skip today. I deserve a break. That voice sounds reasonable. It's not. It's weakness dressed as logic. You don't need their permission. You don't need your emotions' permission. You need standards. Here's a hard truth. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your systems. If your system depends on motivation, it will fail. If your system is built on command, it will hold. That's discipline. Let's make this practical. You create non-negotiables. Not hopes. Not intentions. Rules. I train at this time. I work on this project daily. I stop this habit immediately. No emotional vote. You do it because it is required. Your brain will resist this. It will say, "This is too rigid. This is unhealthy. You need balance." That's fear talking. Discipline is not punishment. It's structure. Structure creates freedom. Chaos creates stress. That's the key. Think about it. The more disciplined you are, the fewer decisions you have to make. Less mental noise. Less internal conflict. Less regret. You act. You move on. That's power. Here's where people get confused. They think discipline kills joy. It doesn't. Indiscipline kills joy. Because inconsistency breeds guilt. Guilt breeds shame. Shame drains energy. Discipline removes guilt. You know you did what was required. That brings peace. Say this out loud. I do not negotiate with my emotions. I do not negotiate with my emotions. That's a line you draw. Discipline doesn't mean you never feel tired. It means tired doesn't decide. Discipline doesn't mean you never feel afraid. It means fear doesn't decide. Feelings can speak. They just don't vote. Let's talk about identity. Right now, you may see yourself as undisciplined. That's not who you are. That's what you practice. And practice can change. You become disciplined the moment you obey your own commands. That's the key. Here's a behavioral instruction. For the next 7 days, remove one daily decision. Pick one action. Same time. Same place. Every day. No exceptions. No mood checks. You do it because it is required. That's how discipline is built. Expect resistance. Your mind will panic when it loses control. That's normal. Stay calm. Execute anyway. Every time you follow the command, discipline gets stronger. Every time you obey a mood, it weakens. You have a choice. This is not about perfection. It's about obedience. Not to others. To yourself. You don't need their permission. Remember this. Discipline is not something you feel. It's something you enforce. It's a command, not a mood. Most people wait for motivation and wonder why nothing changes. Disciplined people issue commands and let feelings catch up. Action first. Feelings later. That's the key. If you want a different life, you need a different operating system. One where emotions advise, but discipline decides. Let this sink in. Your future is built by what you do. On days you don't feel like it, those days matter more than all the others combined. You have a choice. You can keep asking your emotions for permission, or you can lead. Strong lives are not emotional democracies. They are disciplined hierarchies. Discipline is a command, not a mood. You do it because it is required. You've learned to stop waiting to feel ready. Now you must stop letting feelings run the show. You've taken back action. Now you take back authority. Next, we eliminate the habit that destroys discipline at its root. Eliminate the daily negotiation. Every negotiation weakens your authority. Think about that. Every time you debate with yourself, you send a message. A message that says, I can be persuaded. I can be delayed. I can be convinced to quit. That's not strength. That's weakness. You have a choice. You can continue negotiating with yourself, or you can command and obey. No discussion. No delay. That's the key. Most people live in a constant state of internal debate. I'll start tomorrow. I'll skip today. I'll do it later. Every hesitation chips away at your authority. Every pause teaches your mind that resistance is allowed. You don't need their permission. You don't need approval. You need obedience. No discussion. No delay. Discipline is built in the small, repetitive acts. Brushing your teeth every morning. Paying your bills on time. Showing up to work when tired. These are non-negotiables. You don't negotiate whether you brush your teeth. You do it because it is required. That's how real discipline grows. By turning choice into command. Let's examine the impact of negotiation. Each time you argue with yourself, your brain gets stronger at excuses. Your mind becomes a master of justification. Tomorrow is better. 5 more minutes won't hurt. I deserve a break. These small battles seem harmless. They're not. They are cumulative. They erode willpower. They weaken your identity. No discussion. No delay. You might think negotiation is flexibility. It's not. Flexibility is intentional. Flexibility is strategic. Flexibility has a purpose. Negotiation is weakness pretending to be wisdom. You have a choice. You can pretend to be reasonable, or you can act like a leader. No discussion. No delay. Look at the people who get results. They don't argue with themselves. They don't debate the alarm clock. They don't question the schedule. They execute. No discussion. No delay. That's the key. Here's a hard truth. The more you negotiate, the more you empower resistance. Resistance becomes habitual. Excuses become muscle memory. And the voice that says, "I can't," grows louder than the one that says, "I will." Every negotiation teaches your mind that you are optional, that your commitment is optional. Stop teaching weakness. Start enforcing rules. No discussion. No delay. Here's a practical example. If you want to train at 6 a.m., you do it at 6 a.m. Not 6:15. Not 6:30. Not when I feel like it. Your mind will protest. It will whisper, "You deserve rest." It will argue, "You can skip today." That's normal. That's expected. But you do it anyway, because it is required. No discussion. No delay. The same applies to work. Finish the task before distractions arrive. Answer the call before procrastination wins. Complete the project before comfort tempts you. You have a choice. You can negotiate, or you can obey. Obedience wins. Negotiation loses. No discussion. No delay. Notice how life gets simpler. The more non-negotiables you adopt, the fewer battles you fight. Your brain no longer debates every action. Your mind is free for creative work. Your energy is conserved for execution, not persuasion. Discipline grows. Confidence grows. Momentum grows. No discussion. No delay. Let's be clear. Eliminating negotiation doesn't mean you become rigid. It doesn't mean you never rest. It doesn't mean you ignore opportunity. It means you decide what is required first. Then you execute without bargaining. That's the key. Here's a common trap. People negotiate the small things. I'll do the workout later. I'll start reading next week. I'll reply to that email tomorrow. Small negotiations lead to big failures. Momentum is destroyed in tiny increments. Consistency collapses silently. And before you know it, your goals vanish. No discussion. No delay. Discipline is cultivated by refusing negotiation. Set rules. Follow them. Repeat. The more automatic your actions, the stronger your discipline. The more automatic your discipline, the less mental energy you waste. No discussion. No delay. You may ask, what about flexibility? Flexibility is a tool. Negotiation is a trap. Flexibility is conscious. Negotiation is reactive. Flexibility serves your mission. Negotiation serves your excuses. You have a choice. No discussion. No delay. Here's how to implement this today. Step 1. Identify one recurring negotiation. Could be exercise, diet, reading. Step 2. Make it non-negotiable. Set a time. Set a place. Set the action. Step 3. Obey without question. Ignore mood. Ignore temptation. Ignore resistance. You do it because it is required. No discussion. No delay. Expect resistance. Your brain is trained to negotiate. It will argue. It will complain. It will threaten. That's normal. That's part of the process. Each time you obey, you rewire your mind. Each time you follow the command, your authority strengthens. No discussion. No delay. The daily negotiation is the silent killer of discipline. It drains willpower. It weakens confidence. It builds a habit of excuses. Stop negotiating. Start commanding. No discussion. No delay. Your identity is at stake. Who do you want to be? The person who debates every action? Or the person who acts with authority? You have a choice. No discussion. No delay. Here's a critical insight. Discipline is identity-based, not motivation-based. The person who obeys non-negotiables doesn't rely on feelings. They rely on standards. Standards enforce behavior. Behavior enforces identity. No discussion. No delay. Behavioral instructions for transformation. Pick 3 actions that matter most. Make them non-negotiable. Follow them daily for 1 week. Ignore excuses. Repeat relentlessly. Obedience beats intention. Action beats negotiation. No discussion. No delay. Remember, each negotiation you allow teaches your mind to argue. Each argument you allow weakens your authority. Each delay you allow erodes momentum. Stop negotiating. Start commanding. No discussion. No delay. This is not about perfection. It's about control. Control over your mind. Control over your actions. Control over your results. You don't need their permission. You don't need motivation. You need obedience. No discussion. No delay. Your future self depends on the choices you make today. Negotiate less. Command more. Each time you obey, you strengthen your identity. Each time you negotiate, you weaken it. No discussion. No delay. Discipline grows in the space where debate ends. Momentum grows in the space where hesitation dies. Action becomes automatic in the space where negotiation ceases. That's the key. No discussion. No delay. You've stopped waiting to feel ready. You've learned that discipline ignores moods. Now, you must stop negotiating with yourself. You must take absolute command of your actions. No discussion. No delay. Build rules, not goals. Goals inspire. Rules enforce. Read that again. Goals inspire. Rules enforce. That's the key. Most people chase goals. I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to write a book. I want to get promoted. These sound good. They motivate at first. They feel exciting. But goals are optional. You can skip them. You can ignore them. You can wait for the right moment to act. Rules are different. Rules are mandatory. They demand obedience. They don't ask for permission. They don't care about your mood. Rules remove resistance. Here's the truth. Goals are fragile. Rules are resilient. Goals can be delayed. Rules must be followed. Goals live in the realm of hope. Rules live in the realm of action. You have a choice. You can chase fragile goals, or you can build unbreakable rules. Rules remove resistance. Consider the difference. Goal: I want to exercise 3 times a week. Rule: I train every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 a.m. No excuses. Notice the shift? The goal is optional. The rule is non-negotiable. One relies on motivation. One relies on command. No discussion. No delay. Rules remove resistance. Your brain craves structure. Without rules, your mind invents reasons to quit. Without rules, your emotions become the decision maker. Without rules, momentum dies quietly, unnoticed. Rules remove resistance. Look at elite performers. Athletes, soldiers, entrepreneurs, artists. They don't chase feelings. They don't chase inspiration. They don't chase whims. They follow rules, daily rituals, non-negotiable habits. actions that happen automatically. Rules remove resistance. Let's examine common failure patterns. Most people start with goals. I want to run a marathon. I want to eat healthy. I want to write a book. They rely on excitement. They rely on motivation. And when excitement fades, they stop. Goals are optional. Rules are mandatory. Rules remove resistance. Here's a subtle but powerful shift. Replace I want to with I do this every day no matter what. I want to meditate. I meditate every morning at 7 a.m. No discussion. I want to journal. I journal every night before bed. No discussion. Notice the difference? Commitment replaces hope. Execution replaces hesitation. Rules remove resistance. Let's be clear. Rules don't feel exciting. They don't inspire fireworks. They don't promise instant results. Rules demand repetition. Rules demand obedience. Rules demand patience. That's the key. Here's why rules beat goals every time. Consistency wins. Goals can be achieved and then abandoned. Rules create habits that endure. Execution beats intention. A goal without action is fantasy. A rule without exception is reality. Discipline compounds. Each time you follow a rule, you strengthen identity. You prove to yourself that you are capable. Rules remove resistance. Here's a practical framework. Step 1. Identify one area of your life that requires improvement. Step 2. Forget the goal. Forget the result. Focus on the system. Step 3. Build one rule. Make it non-negotiable. Make it measurable. Make it actionable. Step 4. Follow it every day. Step 5. Repeat relentlessly. Rules remove resistance. For example, goal, I want to eat healthier. Rule, I eat one vegetable with every meal. No exceptions. Goal, I want to write a book. Rule, I write 500 words every morning at 5:30 a.m. No excuses. Goal, I want to get fit. Rule, I train for 45 minutes every day, regardless of mood. Notice the simplicity? Notice the power? Rules remove resistance. Your mind will resist at first. It will argue. It will complain. It will invent reasons. This is normal. Discipline grows when you act anyway. Rules remove resistance. Here's the beauty of rules. They remove the need for daily debate. They remove the need for motivation. They remove the need for mood checks. You follow the rule. Period. No discussion. No delay. Rules remove resistance. Let's tackle a common objection. What if I miss a day? Rules don't rely on perfection. Rules rely on consistency over time. Miss one day. Return tomorrow. Miss 1 week. Return next week. The rule survives and you rebuild momentum. Rules remove resistance. Here's a behavioral instruction you can implement today. Pick one high-leverage area: health, work, learning, or personal growth. Forget the goal. Forget the dream outcome. Identify one action that will create impact. Make it a rule. Non-negotiable. Specific. Daily. Follow it every day without delay. Rules remove resistance. Let's reinforce this truth. Goals inspire. Rules enforce. A goal without a rule is wishful thinking. A rule without negotiation is unstoppable progress. Rules remove resistance. Here's a subtle point many miss. Rules don't limit freedom. Rules create freedom. By removing daily debate, you free your mind. By removing excuses, you free your energy. By removing hesitation, you free your results. Rules remove resistance. Discipline is the foundation of rule following. Discipline is not flexible. Discipline is not negotiable. It is a command you obey, no matter mood, temptation, or circumstance. Rules remove resistance. Identity forms around rules. The person who obeys rules becomes someone who doesn't negotiate with themselves. The person who obeys rules becomes someone who acts without permission. The person who obeys rules becomes unstoppable. Rules remove resistance. Here's a critical instruction. Write down your first rule today. Place it where you see it daily. Follow it without exception. The moment you obey, momentum begins. The moment you obey, confidence strengthens. The moment you obey, discipline compounds. Rules remove resistance. Remember this truth. Your goals are fragile. Your rules are unbreakable. Your future is built not on hope, but on obedience. Rules remove resistance. You have a choice. You can chase fragile goals, or you can build unbreakable rules. Rules remove resistance. Let's repeat it, because this is essential. Rules remove resistance. Rules remove resistance. Rules remove resistance. Say it. Mean it. Act on it. You've stopped waiting to feel ready. You've learned discipline is a command, not a mood. You've eliminated the daily negotiation. Now it's time to structure your life with rules that enforce your potential. Rules remove resistance. Use pain as a trigger, not an excuse. Discomfort is not a warning. Discomfort is a signal to act, not to stop. Pain does not mean retreat. Pain means proceed. That's the key. Most people live in avoidance. They quit when it hurts. They stop when it's uncomfortable. They delay when it feels hard. They run from effort. They run from resistance. They run from reality. Pain becomes an excuse. You have a choice. You can continue running, or you can move toward it. Pain means proceed. Pain is universal. Every successful person has faced it. Every great accomplishment carries it. Every life worth living requires it. The difference is how you respond. Weak people avoid it. Disciplined people leverage it. You have a choice. Pain is not a wall. Pain is a trigger. Pain means proceed. Think about why people quit. The workout is tough. The conversation is uncomfortable. The project is overwhelming. The change is scary. They wait for comfort. They wait for ease. They wait for certainty. It never comes. Pain is part of the process. Discomfort is the doorway to growth. Pain means proceed. Here's the harsh truth. Avoiding pain guarantees stagnation. Facing pain guarantees progress. Every challenge you avoid is a lost opportunity. Every discomfort you embrace strengthens your identity. Discipline is built in the fire of effort, not in the calm of convenience. Pain means proceed. Consider the examples. Athletes push through soreness. They lift when exhausted. They run when their lungs burn. They practice when the body protests. Soldiers act in fear. They march when it hurts. They endure when conditions are impossible. They follow commands despite pain. Entrepreneurs embrace rejection. They pitch when scared. They work when uncertain. They fail until they succeed. Pain is universal. Pain means proceed. Here's the mistake most people make. They see pain and think it's a stop sign. They believe discomfort is danger. It is not. Discomfort is a signal. It's a reminder that you're on the right track. It's proof that you are moving. Pain means proceed. Your mind will lie to you. It will whisper, "This is too hard." It will argue, "You deserve rest." It will complain, "You can skip today." This is normal. This is expected. This is exactly why most people fail. You have a choice. You can obey the lie, or you can obey discipline. Pain means proceed. Let's make this practical. Step 1. Identify your discomfort. Step 2. Stop negotiating. Stop arguing. Stop hesitating. Step 3. Take action immediately. Not tomorrow. Not later. The discomfort is the cue. The pain is the trigger. The action is the answer. Pain means proceed. Here's the pattern of disciplined people. They see the obstacle. They feel the resistance. They acknowledge the pain. Then they move anyway. They do not negotiate. They do not wait for feelings. They act. Pain means proceed. Let's talk about habits. Most people quit habits when it gets hard. They skip workouts. They avoid studying. They stop building skills. Disciplined people do the opposite. They start habits in the zone of discomfort. They begin when motivation fades. They push when energy is low. Pain becomes a switch. Pain means proceed. Here's a subtle but critical truth. Pain tests commitment. Discomfort reveals character. Resistance proves discipline. You have a choice. You can see pain as a threat, or you can see pain as an invitation. Pain means proceed. Behavioral instructions you can use today. Identify one area where you feel resistance. The moment discomfort appears, take action. Ignore fear, ignore fatigue, ignore excuses. Repeat this daily. Each time, internalize the signal. Pain is a trigger. Pain means proceed. Let's reinforce this. Every time you stop because it hurts, you weaken your identity. Every time you start because it hurts, you strengthen it. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is the teacher. Pain means proceed. Think about your body. Muscle growth requires micro-tears. Soreness is unavoidable. Strength comes through effort, not comfort. Think about your mind. Confidence grows when you act despite fear. Resilience builds when you move through adversity. Discipline emerges when you choose action over comfort. Pain is the gateway. Pain means proceed. Here's a psychological insight. Your brain associates effort with pain. That's why it wants you to quit. That's why it invents excuses. Discipline is retraining your brain. Every time you act in discomfort, your mind learns. Pain is not danger. Pain is growth. Pain means proceed. Do not wait for motivation. Do not wait for comfort. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Pain will come. Resistance will appear. Fear will rise. Respond by acting. Respond by moving forward. Respond by turning pain into power. Pain means proceed. Here's an identity shift you need. See yourself as someone who uses pain. See yourself as someone who leverages discomfort. See yourself as someone who acts when others quit. This is no longer optional. Pain means proceed. Expect setbacks. Pain will feel unbearable at times. You may fail, stumble, or struggle. That's part of the process. Failure is feedback. Struggle is progress. Do not negotiate. Do not delay. Pain means proceed. Your life will not reward comfort. It will not reward avoidance. It will not reward waiting. It will reward action in the face of difficulty. It will reward persistence through pain. It will reward discipline in discomfort. Pain means proceed. Here's a final practical application. For the next week, identify the moment you feel resistance. When pain appears, take immediate action. Notice the shift in mindset. Notice the momentum that builds. Internalize the rule. Pain is a trigger, not an excuse. Pain means proceed. Discomfort is temporary. Action is permanent. Growth is inevitable. You have a choice. Quit like everyone else, or proceed like the disciplined. Pain means proceed. Remember this. Your comfort is not your guide. Your ease is not your authority. Your pain is your signal. Pain is the doorway. Discomfort is the trigger. Action is the key. Pain means proceed. You don't need anyone's permission. You don't need to feel motivated. You don't need guarantees. You need courage. You need discipline. You need to move. Pain means proceed. You've stopped waiting to feel ready. You've learned discipline is a command. You've eliminated negotiation. You've built rules. Now you use pain as fuel, not a reason to quit. Pain means proceed. Shrink the task until resistance dies. Discipline does not start heroic. It starts small. That's the truth. You don't fail because you're lazy. You fail because you overwhelm yourself. That's the key. Most people think discipline looks dramatic. 2-hour workouts, perfect routines, massive plans, total life overhauls. And when they can't maintain that intensity, they quit. Not because they're weak, but because they aim too big, too fast. You have a choice. You can keep trying to become a hero overnight. Or you can become disciplined through small obedience. Small actions, daily obedience. Your mind resists big tasks. Not because they're impossible, but because they feel threatening. Large tasks trigger fear. Fear triggers avoidance. Avoidance kills consistency. This is not a character flaw. It's biology. Your brain is wired to conserve energy and avoid risk. Discipline works with that reality, not against it. That's the key. Here's the mistake most people make. They say, I'll work out for an hour. I'll write a full chapter. I'll completely change my diet. I'll fix everything starting Monday. And then resistance shows up. Heavy, but paralyzing. So they do nothing. You don't fail from lack of willpower. You fail from too much ambition without structure. It's not about laziness. It's about discipline. Disciplined people understand something simple. Consistency beats intensity. Every time. Small actions, daily obedience. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't debate it. You don't hype yourself up. You don't need motivation. But because the task is small, automatic, non-threatening. That's discipline. Not excitement. Not effort. Obedience. Now apply that logic to everything else. Instead of, I'll work out for an hour, you say, I'll do 5 push-ups. Instead of, I'll write a book, you say, I'll write 1 sentence. Instead of, I'll meditate for 30 minutes, you say, I'll breathe deeply for 60 seconds. Too small to refuse. That's the point. Small actions, daily obedience. Your ego will fight this. It will say, that's not enough. That won't make a difference. That's too easy. Ignore it. The ego wants drama. Discipline wants results. That's the key. Here's the truth most people miss. Starting is the hardest part. Momentum does the rest. Once you begin, resistance drops. Energy increases. Focus sharpens. But starting big makes starting impossible. So you shrink the task until resistance dies. This is not lowering standards. This is building systems. High standards. Low entry barrier. That's discipline. Let's be very clear. You don't rise to massive goals. You fall to tiny habits. And tiny habits done daily beat massive efforts done rarely. Small actions, daily obedience. Here's how disciplined people think. I don't need to finish. I just need to start. They show up for the minimum. And most days, once they start, they do more. But that's optional. What matters is obedience. That's the key. You have a choice. You can keep waiting for motivation to tackle big tasks. Or you can design tasks so small that motivation is irrelevant. Small actions, daily obedience. Let's talk about resistance. Resistance is not evil. It's information. It tells you the task is too big right now. So you don't quit. You reduce. Reduce the time. Reduce the scope. Reduce the difficulty. Until resistance disappears. That's discipline. Example. You say you'll read for 30 minutes. Resistance shows up. So you shrink it. Read 1 page. Still resistance? Read one paragraph. Still resistance? Read one sentence. Impossible to refuse. That's the point. Small actions, daily obedience. This is how discipline is built. Not by forcing yourself, but by outsmarting resistance. That's the key. Most people try to dominate their mind. Disciplined people design around it. They don't fight resistance head-on. They starve it. Here's a powerful reframe. You are not trying to improve your life today. You are trying to keep a promise. A tiny promise. And when you keep small promises consistently, you become someone who trusts themselves. That changes everything. Confidence is not built by big wins. It's built by kept commitments. Small actions, daily obedience. Now let's get practical. Here's the rule. If you feel resistance, the task is too big, shrink it. Always shrink it. Never quit the habit. Only reduce the size. That's discipline. Bad day? Do the minimum. Tired? Do the minimum. Unmotivated? Do the minimum. Busy? Do the minimum. You don't skip. You scale. That's the key. This is how disciplined people stay consistent for years. They never ask, "Can I do everything today?" They ask, "What is the smallest version I will not refuse?" Small actions, daily obedience. Your mind will say, "This is pointless." It's wrong. Tiny actions compound. One push-up today becomes a workout habit tomorrow. One sentence today becomes a book over time. 1 minute today becomes an identity shift. Identity is built through repetition, not intensity. You don't become disciplined by doing heroic things once. You become disciplined by doing small things always. That's the key. You don't need their permission to start small. You don't need validation. You don't need to impress anyone. You need obedience. Here's a behavioral instruction. Pick one habit you keep failing at. Right now. Cut it down by 90%. Not 50%. Not 30%. 90%. Make it almost laughable. Then do it every day. No discussion. No delay. Small actions, daily obedience. And when your mind says, "This is too easy," you say, "That's why it works." This chapter is about humility. The humility to start small. The humility to stop performing. The humility to build quietly. Discipline is quiet. That's the key. Most people want transformation without patience. Discipline demands patience. It rewards obedience. Here's the paradox. Small actions feel meaningless in the moment, but skipping them destroys momentum. And momentum is everything. You have a choice. You can chase motivation and fail repeatedly, or you can shrink the task and win daily. Small actions, daily obedience. This is how resistance dies. Not by force, but by irrelevance. Resistance can't argue with 1 minute. Resistance can't fight 1 rep. Resistance can't defeat 1 sentence. Remember this. Never ask, "How much can I do?" What is the smallest action I will obey no matter what? That's discipline. That's the key. You don't fail because you aim too low. You fail because you aim too high without a system. Now you have the system. You've learned to stop waiting to feel ready. You've learned discipline ignores moods. You've eliminated negotiation. You've built rules. You've used pain as a trigger. Now you master consistency by shrinking the task until resistance dies. Small actions, daily obedience. Next, we take this discipline and apply it to the most dangerous leak in your life. Your attention. Remove choice from your environment. Willpower is weak. Systems are ruthless. Read that again. Willpower is weak. Systems are ruthless. That's the key. Most people think discipline is about self-control, about resisting temptation, about saying no when desire strikes. That's a lie. Self-control is overrated. It's unreliable. It's exhausting. Willpower alone will fail you. Every time. You have a choice. You can rely on willpower, or you can design a system that enforces success. Design beats desire. Discipline becomes effortless when temptation is removed. Temptation is everywhere. Notifications on your phone. Unhealthy snacks in the kitchen. Distractions at work. Clutter in your mind. Every choice you make burns mental energy. Every choice you resist depletes willpower. Remove the choice. Control your environment. Then obedience becomes automatic. Design beats desire. Let's look at the psychology. Your brain seeks the path of least resistance. It doesn't care about your goals. It doesn't care about your discipline. It wants ease. When temptation exists, the battle begins. You argue. You negotiate. You hesitate. And most people lose. You have a choice. You can fight temptation every day. Or you can remove it completely. Design beats desire. Here's how to apply this. Step 1. Audit your environment. Look at your room. Look at your office. Look at your digital world. Where is temptation hiding? Where are the weak points? Step 2. Remove it. Uninstall apps that steal time. Hide snacks that derail your diet. Clear clutter that drains attention. Block social media during work hours. Step 3. Replace with signals for action. Place your workout clothes where you see them. Keep your journal on your desk. Set reminders for non-negotiable tasks. Every environmental cue now guides you toward discipline. Design beats desire. Most people rely on willpower alone. They say, I'll resist the snacks. I'll ignore notifications. I'll stay focused. And it works for a few hours. Maybe a day. Then failure comes. Systems don't fail. Systems don't need motivation. Systems don't get tired. Design beats desire. Let's examine the consequences of choice. Every decision you make costs energy. It creates friction. It creates doubt. Should I check my phone? Should I scroll for 5 minutes? Should I have that snack? Every time you say yes or no, your willpower depletes. By evening, it's gone. By bedtime, decisions are sloppy. By week's end, progress stalls. Remove the choice. Design your environment. Make obedience effortless. Design beats desire. Here's a practical example. Want to eat healthier? Don't rely on willpower. Remove junk food from your house. Stock your fridge with healthy options. Pre-pack your meals. Want to write consistently? Don't rely on willpower. Keep your workspace clear. Have your notebook open. Block distractions on your computer. Want to exercise daily? Don't rely on willpower. Put your shoes and clothes out the night before. Keep equipment visible. Schedule it on your calendar as non-negotiable. Every system you create removes the need for resistance. Design beats desire. Here's the hard truth. You will fail if you rely on motivation alone. You will fail if you rely on self-discipline alone. You will fail if you fight temptation daily without structure. It's not your fault. Willpower is weak. Systems are ruthless. You have a choice. Remove choice from your environment. For success. Design beats desire. Let's talk about digital life. Notifications are poison. Social media is a trap. Infinite scrolling steals attention and energy. Most people think they can resist. Most people think they have control. They don't. Remove the option. Turn off notifications. Use website blockers. Schedule phone-free hours. Your environment becomes your ally, not your enemy. Design beats desire. Physical environment matters too. Clutter drains mental energy. Mess creates friction. Disorganization kills momentum. Clear your space. Remove distractions. Create cues for action. Your environment is not neutral. It shapes behavior. Design beats desire. Here's an overlooked area. People around you. Energy is contagious. Discipline is contagious. Excuses are contagious. Chaos is contagious. Surround yourself with accountability. Surround yourself with discipline. Surround yourself with people who raise the standard. Remove toxic influence. Enforce positive influence. Design beats desire. Here's a simple exercise. Pick one area of your life where you struggle with consistency. Audit every element of your environment connected to it. Ask, what can I remove? What can I simplify? What can I automate? Then implement it today. You don't negotiate. You don't debate. You act. Design beats desire. Discipline becomes effortless when your environment enforces it. Your actions become automatic. Your momentum is uninterrupted. Your identity strengthens. Every choice removed is a victory. Every system built is a shield. Every cue aligned is leverage. Design beats desire. Notice how freedom works in this framework. You're not limiting yourself. You're freeing yourself from constant decisions. You're freeing your mind for focus and creativity. You're freeing energy for what matters. Design beats desire. Your environment is your battlefield. Willpower is a weak soldier. Systems are ruthless generals. You win the war by engineering the battlefield. You don't win by forcing soldiers to fight exhausted. Remove temptation. Align cues. Automate obedience. Design beats desire. Let's repeat this. Your environment controls your behavior. Your systems enforce action. Your willpower is unreliable. You have a choice. Control your space. Control your schedule. Control your devices. Design beats desire. Practical behavioral instruction. Identify the biggest friction points in your day. Remove every optional decision that leads to distraction or resistance. Replace them with non-negotiable cues that guide action. Repeat daily. Monitor results and refine. Design beats desire. Here's a final truth. Most people fail not because they are weak. They fail because their environment is stronger than their will. They fail because temptation has an unfair advantage. You don't need motivation to win. You need systems. You need design. You need ruthlessness. Design beats desire. You don't need anyone's permission. You don't need to be stronger than temptation. You don't need to debate with yourself. You need control. You need elimination of choice. You need structure. Design beats desire. You've stopped waiting to feel ready. You've ignored moods. You've eliminated negotiation. You've built rules. You've leveraged pain. You've shrunk tasks. Now, you take command of your environment. You remove temptation before it removes you. Design beats desire. Every choice you remove is momentum gained. Every cue aligned is progress secured. Every system built is freedom enforced. You have a choice. Build systems. Control your environment. Obey automatically. Design beats desire. Next, we take this discipline and extend it inward. Your attention is the most valuable resource you have. Guard it. Protect it. Command it. Become someone who obeys himself. Self-trust is not built by motivation. It is built by follow-through. That's the key. You don't become confident by thinking. You don't become disciplined by wishing. You become powerful by obeying your own word. Every time. Most people don't have a discipline problem. They have an authority problem. They don't trust themselves. And they shouldn't. Because they keep breaking promises to themselves. They say they'll wake up early. They don't. They say they'll work out. They don't. They say they'll focus. They don't. Each broken promise chips away at identity. Not motivation. Identity. That's the key. Authority is not something you demand from the world. Authority is something you earn with yourself. You don't lead others until you can lead your own actions. You don't command respect until you command your behavior. You have a choice. You can keep lying to yourself. Or you can become someone who obeys himself. Every time you break a promise to yourself, something subtle happens. Your mind takes notes. His word doesn't matter. He doesn't mean what he says. We don't have to listen next time. And slowly, quietly, your inner authority collapses. That's the key. Discipline is not about being harsh. It's about being honest. If you say you'll do something, do it. If you don't intend to do it, don't say it. Simple, brutal, effective. You have a choice. Most people make promises based on emotion. They feel inspired. They feel motivated. They feel fired up. So they promise too much. Then reality hits. Energy drops. Resistance shows up. And the promise is broken. It's not about laziness. It's about self-betrayal. That's the key. Here's the rule you must adopt. Only promise what you will obey. Not what sounds impressive. Not what feels heroic. Not what gets applause. What you will execute. Because execution builds identity. And identity builds discipline. I obey my word. Say it again. I obey my word. That sentence is not motivation. It's a standard. Discipline restores identity. Every time you follow through, even on something small, you send a signal. I am reliable. I can be trusted. When I say something, it happens. That identity compounds. I obey my word. Let's get practical. Start small. Dangerously small. So small that failure would be embarrassing. 5 minutes of work. 10 push-ups. 1 page read. 1 task completed. Then stop. You don't add more until the habit of obedience is solid. That's the key. Most people fail because they aim high and obey nothing. You will succeed by aiming low and obeying everything. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency. It's not about motivation. It's about discipline. I obey my word. Here's an important distinction. You are not trying to prove anything to anyone else. You don't need their permission. You don't need their validation. You don't need their applause. This is between you and you. Every promise kept strengthens self-trust. Every promise broken destroys it. You have a choice. Let's talk about the damage of self-betrayal. When you don't trust yourself, you hesitate. When you hesitate, you overthink. When you overthink, you stall. And then you wonder why progress feels heavy. It's because your inner leader has no authority. That's the key. Authority is built the same way trust is built with others. Through consistency. Through follow-through. Through alignment between words and actions. No speeches. No hype. Just obedience. I obey my word. Another rule. Never negotiate with yourself in the moment. The decision was already made. Negotiation is weakness. Negotiation is delay. Negotiation is self-betrayal dressed as logic. You decided earlier for a reason. Honor it. I obey my word. If you want to change your life, change how seriously you take your own promises. Stop saying, I'll try. Stop saying, I'll see. Stop saying, maybe tomorrow. Those are loopholes. Those are escapes. Say, I will, only when you mean it. Then do it. That's the key. Discipline is not punishment. It's self-respect. Every time you follow through, you reinforce this belief. I am someone who does what I say. That belief changes everything. Your posture changes. Your energy changes. Your decisions sharpen. I obey my word. Here's a powerful exercise. Write down 3 promises you've been breaking with yourself. Be honest. No excuses. Now rewrite them smaller. So small they are impossible to fail. Then execute them today. Not tomorrow. Today. Execution restores authority. That's the key. You are not broken. You are untrained. And training starts with obedience. Not big goals. Not big dreams. Small, ruthless follow-through. I obey my word. Let's address excuses. I didn't feel like it. I was tired. I had a bad day. So what? Discipline is not about feeling good. It's about doing what was agreed upon. Feelings are weather. Commitments are law. You have a choice. When you obey yourself consistently, something powerful happens. Your mind stops arguing. Resistance weakens. Action becomes automatic. But because your brain learns, this person follows through. There's no debate. That's the key. This is how you silence self-doubt. Not with affirmations. Not with positive thinking. With evidence. Follow-through is evidence. I obey my word. Every disciplined person you admire has this trait. They are not special. They are not superhuman. They are predictable. When they say something, it gets done. That predictability creates power. Let's be clear. You will fail sometimes. You will miss days. You will slip. The rule is simple. Never miss twice. Never ignore it. Never rationalize it. Correct immediately. That's discipline. I obey my word. Stop looking for confidence. Stop waiting to feel ready. Confidence is the byproduct of kept promises. Self-belief is earned. You have a choice. Your identity is listening. Every action votes for who you are becoming. Vote wisely. Vote with obedience. I obey my word. This is not about perfection. It's about integrity. Integrity means your actions match your words. Even when no one is watching. Especially when no one is watching. That's the key. When you become someone who obeys himself, everything accelerates. Goals feel lighter. Habits stick. Focus sharpens. Because there is no internal resistance. Your inner world is aligned. I obey my word. Let's lock this in. From today forward, you speak less. You promise less. You execute more. You reduce talk. You increase follow-through. That is discipline. Say it one last time. I obey my word. Mean it. Live it. You've removed excuses. You've removed negotiation. You've designed your environment. Now you've restored your inner authority. You trust yourself again. And when you trust yourself, you become dangerous. Focused. Unstoppable. Now that you've rebuilt self-trust, there's one more threat you must master. The noise. The opinions. The constant urge to explain yourself. You don't need their permission. Next, we strip that away. Train consistency, not intensity. Intensity is overrated. Consistency is unstoppable. That's the key. Most people chase bursts of effort. They work like maniacs for a week. Then quit. Then restart. Then fail again. That is not discipline. That is chaos. You have a choice. You can chase the high of intensity. Or you can build the power of repetition. Show up again. Think about the brain. It rewires through repetition. Not through drama. Not through extremes. Not through heroic efforts. One push-up today doesn't matter. 1 hour of work today doesn't matter. One burst of effort is invisible. What matters is the next day. The day after. The day after that. Show up again. Most people believe more effort equals more results. It doesn't. It only equals fatigue. It only equals burnout. The real lever is consistency. Small, repetitive, unglamorous action. Done daily. Show up again. Here's the mistake of intensity. You feel great for a moment. Your ego inflates. You say, I did it. I'm unstoppable. Then the next day comes. Energy is gone. Motivation has disappeared. You collapse. Discipline is boring. Discipline is repetitive. Discipline is unstoppable. Show up again. Let's break it down. Step 1. Reduce the task until it is impossible to refuse. Step 2. Remove choice from your environment. Step 3. Obey your word. Then repeat. Every day. That is how consistency builds power. Consider athletes. They don't become great in one session. They don't dominate by a single heroic workout. They show up again and again and again. Every day compounds. Every repetition strengthens. Every habit rewires. Show up again. The brain learns through repetition. Neural pathways grow stronger when actions repeat. Confidence grows when promises are kept. Self-trust grows when you follow through. But only if you repeat. Only if you show up again. That's the key. Here's a subtle truth. Consistency is boring. It is invisible. It is silent. Intensity is flashy. It is obvious. It is seductive. Most people choose flashy. Most people choose visible. Most people choose the wrong path. You have a choice. Boring or flashy. Consistent or heroic. Show up again. Let's examine failure. One big effort is forgotten tomorrow. One heroic act does not create identity. One burst of discipline does not rewire the brain. What rewires the brain is repetition. What creates identity is habit. What builds power is obedience over time. Show up again. Behavioral instruction. Pick one small habit you want to cement. Shrink it to the smallest possible form. Remove every obstacle. Obey your word. Then repeat tomorrow. And the next day. And the next day. Do not skip. Do not negotiate. Do not wait for motivation. Show up again. Your ego will fight this. It will demand intensity. It will argue, do more. Be impressive. Ignore it. Ego seeks drama. Discipline seeks results. Show up again. Here's an example from writing. You want to write a book. Most people attempt a massive session. They write 3,000 words in one day. Then stop for a week. No progress. No habit formed. Motivation wasted. Now shrink it. Write 100 words per day. Do it every day. Week by week. Month by month. The words compound. The habit sticks. The book emerges. Show up again. Athletes, entrepreneurs, creators, they all rely on this. No heroics. No bursts. Just obedience. Just repetition. Just showing up. Consistency builds mastery. Intensity builds nothing without it. Show up again. Here's the harsh truth most people avoid. Life does not reward extremes. Life rewards the disciplined. Life rewards the repeaters. Life rewards those who show up when it's boring. Consistency beats intensity. Every time. Show up again. Now let's examine habits. Daily repetition is the engine of transformation. Morning routines, workouts, skill building, focus blocks. These are not exciting. These are not glamorous. These are not impressive. But they are effective. They are irreversible. They are unstoppable. Show up again. Think about momentum. One day of discipline feels small. 2 days feels small. 1 week feels small. But by week 4, the mind trusts itself. By month 2, the habit becomes identity. By year 1, mastery is visible. It started with repetition. It started by showing up again. Show up again. Excuses are neutralized by consistency. I don't feel like it. I'm tired. I'll start tomorrow. Consistency ignores excuses. Consistency ignores moods. Consistency ignores energy. Show up again. Here's a practical exercise. Pick one habit. Shrink it. Remove obstacles. Obey your word. Repeat daily. No exceptions. No negotiation. No debate. Show up again. Small action, repeated daily, compounds into unstoppable force. Consistency rewires the brain. Consistency builds identity. Consistency creates results. Intensity burns out. Consistency endures. Show up again. This is how disciplined people operate. They don't chase inspiration. They don't chase spikes in performance. They show up again and again and again. Their lives are built on repetition, not drama, not heroics. Show up again. Let's reinforce the mindset shift. Stop chasing heroic sessions. Stop overloading your schedule. Stop relying on motivation. Shrink the task. Follow through. Remove obstacles. Then repeat. Show up again. Here's a counterintuitive truth. The less you rely on extremes, the more unstoppable you become. The smaller your task, the stronger your habit. The more boring the routine, the more effective your discipline. Show up again. Every day you show up, you prove something to yourself. I am reliable. I am disciplined. I am unstoppable when I commit. Neural pathways strengthen. Self-trust grows. Identity shifts. Show up again. Never underestimate repetition. One push-up. One sentence. One task. Repeated daily. This builds momentum that no motivation can create. No crash can destroy. No fatigue can stop. Show up again. Your brain is being trained. Your habits are forming. Your identity is emerging. Intensity is meaningless without repetition. Discipline is proven by obedience. Show up again. You don't need their permission. You don't need motivation. You don't need to feel like it. You need one rule. Show up again. Now you are ready for the next layer. You've stopped waiting for readiness. You've ignored moods. You've eliminated negotiation. You've built rules. You've used pain. You've shrunk tasks. You've designed your environment. You obey your word. Now you train consistency above all. Show up again. Kill the fantasy of balance. Balance is a fantasy, a comforting lie the world tells you. Most people chase it, and most people fail. That's the key. You have a choice. You can pretend life is meant to be easy. You can chase comfort, or you can embrace reality. Discipline comes first, comfort comes later. Season of discipline. Lifetime of control. Let's be clear. Early discipline feels extreme. It feels unfair. It feels uncomfortable. Your old life was soft. Your old habits were cozy. Your old routine coddled you. And now, when you step into discipline, everything feels unbalanced. You wake up early while others sleep. You train while others scroll. You read while others binge. You work while others waste time. It's not easy. It's not balanced. It's intentional. Season of discipline. Lifetime of control. Most people give up here. They say, I'll wait until life is easier. I'll wait until I feel like it. I want balance. That's a trap. Balance is not given. Balance is earned. Through effort. Through sacrifice. Through ruthless focus. You have a choice. You can quit now. Or you can push through. Season of discipline. Lifetime of control. Here's what you must understand. Discomfort is temporary. Results are permanent. You may feel extreme today. You may feel unfairly burdened. You may question yourself. That's normal. That's part of the process. The more uncomfortable you feel now, the more freedom you will have later. The pain is the signal, not the excuse. Season of discipline. Lifetime of control. The fantasy of balance kills results. People who chase balance early, wake up late, skip workouts, half-heartedly work, spend hours on social media, eat like they don't care. They chase equilibrium, but it's an illusion. There is no balance between mediocrity and mastery. You cannot have comfort and greatness at the same time. You have a choice. Sacrifice comfort now, or live with limits forever. Season of discipline. Lifetime of control. Let's talk about priorities. Discipline demands extreme focus. It demands you say no. It demands you reorder your life. Your friends, your entertainment, your habits, they may feel like normal life. They are distractions. They are old comforts. They dilute your energy. You must cut them ruthlessly. Not forever, but for now. Season of discipline. Lifetime of control. Most people misunderstand balance. They think balance means doing everything equally. Equal time, equal energy, equal attention. That is a myth. It is a recipe for stagnation. Balance is built after you master discipline. Balance is the reward for control, not the starting point. You have a choice. Embrace temporary imbalance. Then earn freedom. Season of discipline. Lifetime of control. Here's the brutal truth. If you try to be comfortable now, you will never be free later. You will float in mediocrity. You will drift in distraction. You will spend energy surviving instead of thriving. Discipline requires imbalance. Imbalance builds skill. Imbalance builds results. Season of discipline. Lifetime of control. Let's apply this to daily life. Wake up early. Do the hard work first. Say no to trivial distractions. Focus ruthlessly on what matters. Your old life screams against it. Your old habits resist it. Your old friends may complain. Ignore it. This is your season. Season of discipline. Lifetime of control. Here's how to measure progress. You will feel extreme. You will feel discomfort. You will feel sacrifice. That is proof you are on the right path. Discomfort signals growth. Extreme signals transformation. Sacrifice signals freedom coming. Season of discipline. Lifetime of control. You must kill the fantasy of balance in all areas. Your schedule, your diet, your exercise, your work, your relationships. Discipline comes first. Comfort comes later. Balance is a consequence, not a starting point. You have a choice. Embrace imbalance now. Reap control forever. Season of discipline. Lifetime of control. Let's reinforce this with mindset. Your friends chase balance. They chase comfort. They chase easy wins. You chase mastery. You chase control. You chase freedom. Your energy is finite. Your focus is precious. Do not waste it chasing illusions. Season of discipline. Lifetime of control. Here's a behavioral exercise. Write down your top 3 priorities for the next month. Then identify all comfort habits that compete with them. Cut them ruthlessly. Eliminate distractions. Focus on extreme action in these areas only. Do not negotiate. Do not debate. Do not compromise. Season of discipline. Lifetime of control. Let's discuss short-term pain versus long-term gain. Early discipline feels like suffering. It may feel lonely. It may feel exhausting. But the payoff is massive. control over your schedule, control over your energy, control over your life. Temporary imbalance buys permanent freedom. Season of discipline, lifetime of control. Your brain will resist. Your body will resist. Your old habits will resist. That is normal. That is proof of growth. That is the signal to push harder. Embrace imbalance. Reject comfort. Season of discipline, lifetime of control. You don't need permission. You don't need validation. You don't need others to understand. This is for you. This is your life. This is your freedom. Season of discipline, lifetime of control. Most people quit here. They chase balance too early. They return to old habits. They float in mediocrity. Do not be most people. Push through. Embrace temporary extremity. Control your life later. Season of discipline, lifetime of control. Here's the final reinforcement. Balance is not starting point. Balance is reward. Discipline is the path. Discomfort is the process. You have a choice. Sacrifice now. Master later. Season of discipline, lifetime of control. Next, we will take this control and apply it to the most valuable resource in your life. Energy. Focus. How to eliminate the leaks that steal your potential. Identity is the final weapon. You don't rise to goals. You fall to identity. That's the key. Most people think achievement is about effort. They think success is about willpower. They think results are earned by acting disciplined for a week. That's a lie. Discipline is not a behavior. Discipline is identity. It's who you are. You have a choice. You can keep pretending, or you can become disciplined. This is who I am now. Let's unpack this. When you act disciplined but don't believe it, it's temporary. It's fragile. It crumbles under stress. It collapses when life hits hard. Behavior without identity is smoke. It looks impressive. It lasts a moment. Then it disappears. Identity lasts. It survives fatigue. It survives boredom. It survives temptation. This is who I am now. Most people are trying to fake it. They wake up, hit the gym, do the work. Then the second resistance rises. They crumble. But because their identity says, I am not disciplined. Because their mind believes, I don't follow through. You cannot outperform your self-image. You cannot act above who you are. You have a choice. Change your identity. Then everything else follows. This is who I am now. Here's the method. Step 1. Decide who you want to be. Step 2. Collect repeated proof that you are that person. Step 3. Let identity reinforce behavior. Goals are temporary. Identity is permanent. This is who I am now. Let's break it down with examples. Want to be disciplined? Don't just act like it. Do the work consistently. Obey your word. Follow through on promises to yourself. Each act of follow-through is evidence. Each habit formed reinforces identity. Each repetition says to your brain, this is who I am now. Identity is confirmed through proof. You are not convinced by slogans. You are not convinced by inspiration. You are convinced by results, by repeated action, by obedience. Do it enough, and your mind internalizes it. You stop thinking about discipline. You start being it. This is who I am now. Most people rely on motivation. Motivation is emotional. It comes and goes. It is fragile. Identity is structural. It is embedded. It survives lack of mood. It survives adversity. Discipline rooted in identity cannot be shaken. You have a choice. Choose identity over emotion. This is who I am now. Here's the hard truth. Your actions follow your beliefs. Your beliefs follow your evidence. Your evidence comes from repeated action. Stop trying to act disciplined. Become disciplined. It's not about acting strong today. It's about proving to yourself repeatedly that you are strong. This is who I am now. Identity shields you from excuses. I don't feel like it. I'm tired. It's hard. The old you would cave. The new identity says, I do what I say. I obey my word. I show up again. Every repetition solidifies this truth. This is who I am now. Here's how to create this weapon. Pick the identity you want. Shrink the tasks until they are impossible to refuse. Execute daily. Collect proof. Repeat relentlessly. No negotiation. No excuses. No debate. This is who I am now. Let's look at mindset. Most people identify with their current circumstances. I'm lazy. I'm distracted. I can't focus. That identity controls behavior. It dictates limits. It defines performance. You have a choice. Discard old identity. Build a new one. This is who I am now. Identity compounds over time. Small wins today may feel insignificant. One workout. One page written. One task completed. But repeated daily, these wins become proof. Your mind says, this is who I am now. Resistance weakens. Action becomes automatic. This is who I am now. Most people try to will themselves into success. They set goals. They hope. They push for brief effort. It fails. Because willpower is temporary. Identity is permanent. Discipline is permanent only when it is identity. You have a choice. Adopt identity first. Behavior will follow. This is who I am now. Let's talk language. The words you use matter. I try weakens identity. I will strengthens identity. I am disciplined reinforces identity. I obey my word cements identity. Repeat it. Internalize it. Act accordingly. This is who I am now. Here's the practical exercise. Write down the identity you want. I am disciplined. I am focused. I am relentless. Now create repeated proof. Execute small tasks daily. Obey your word. Shrink the tasks until they are automatic. Every action says, this is who I am now. Your mind will resist. It will whisper, you are not that person. It will argue, you are tired. You cannot do this. It will remind you of your past failures. Ignore it. Identity is built by repeated proof. Not feelings. Not excuses. Not comfort. This is who I am now. Here's a subtle truth. You cannot fake it until you make it. You must become it. The brain does not respond to pretending. It responds to repeated proof. This is who I am now. Stop thinking in terms of goals. Goals are external. Goals can be missed. Goals are temporary. Identity is internal. Identity is enduring. Identity is the final weapon. You have a choice. Stop chasing goals. Start becoming. This is who I am now. Think of identity as leverage. Once it is embedded, effort decreases. Discipline becomes automatic. Resistance is weaker. Success is inevitable. Show up again. Follow through. Collect proof. This is who I am now. Here's the final reinforcement. Every time you obey your word, you strengthen identity. Every time you follow through, you reinforce proof. Every time you act, your brain internalizes. This is who I am now. Identity is your weapon. Discipline flows from it. Control flows from it. You have a choice. Choose it. Own it. Live it. This is who I am now. Next, we take this identity and combine it with focus. How to guard your attention, eliminate distractions, and protect the final weapon of discipline. Discipline is the price of freedom. Freedom is not a gift. Freedom is not luck. Freedom is not inherited. It is earned. And it is earned with one currency: discipline. That's the key. You have a choice. You can spend today on comfort, excuses, and distraction. Or you can invest in yourself, in your future, in your freedom. Pay now. Live free later. Every undisciplined action is delayed regret. Skip a workout. Skip your reading. Skip the hard work. It feels good today. It feels easy. It feels justified. Tomorrow, the cost appears. Stress rises. Opportunities slip. Debt grows. Every moment of avoidance is borrowed time. It comes due eventually. You have a choice. Discipline is the payment. Delay is the debt. Pay now. Live free later. Discipline is not a theory. It is a practice. It is applied knowledge. It is action repeated daily. Do the work when you don't feel like it. Obey your own rules. Shrink the task until it is impossible to refuse. Every time you honor the rule, you pay the rent. Every time you obey, you build freedom. Pay now. Live free later. Look at freedom closely. The world says freedom is doing whatever you want. But that is slavery in disguise. True freedom is control. Control of your schedule. Control of your energy. Control of your mind. And control is purchased through discipline. You have a choice. You can remain a slave to whims, distractions, and moods. Or you can pay the price of discipline. Pay now. Live free later. Let's examine undisciplined living. People who avoid the hard work, live in chaos, miss deadlines, lose opportunities, waste their energy. They complain about lack of time. They complain about circumstances. They complain about luck. They are chained to their own choices. Discipline is the key that unlocks the chains. Pay now. Live free later. Discipline converts pain into power. Every time you force yourself to act, when tired, when bored, when tempted to quit, you deposit freedom into your future. Each small act compounds. Each repetition builds leverage. Each proof of obedience strengthens your position. You have a choice. Now, or pay later in regret. Pay now. Live free later. Here's the practical rule. Every decision has a cost. Every choice has a price. Undisciplined action, immediate pleasure, long-term pain. Disciplined action, temporary discomfort, lasting freedom. This is life's law. It cannot be broken. You have a choice. Pay now. Live free later. Consider the smallest daily disciplines. Waking up early. Training your body. Focusing without distraction. Writing every day. Obeying your word. Each is a payment. Each secures freedom tomorrow. Neglect them and your life contracts. Honor them and your life expands. Pay now. Live free later. Discipline is consistent, not occasional. One heroic effort does not free you. One day of willpower does not liberate you. One burst of action does not build leverage. Discipline is repeated action. Relentless consistency. Unyielding focus. This is how freedom is bought. Pay now. Live free later. Here's a critical truth most people ignore. Freedom without discipline is an illusion. You may feel free today. You may scroll, relax, indulge. You may escape responsibility temporarily. But it's borrowed freedom. It's temporary. It will expire. The price comes due. Stress, chaos, regret. You can either pay now or pay later with interest. Pay now. Live free later. Let's break down mental freedom. Discipline clears mental clutter. It reduces anxiety. It strengthens focus. It builds confidence. When your choices are disciplined, your mind is free. When your actions are obedient, your energy is free. When your habits are consistent, Your time is free. Freedom is not escape. Freedom is control. Control costs discipline. You have a choice. Pay now. Live free later. Discipline also protects against external threats. Opportunities appear. Challenges arise. Temptation knocks. Without discipline, you are reactive. You are defenseless. You are at the mercy of circumstance. With discipline, you act decisively. You predict outcomes. You dominate your environment. Pay now. Live free later. Here's the brutal, undeniable truth. Every choice matters. Every action matters. Every habit compounds. Undisciplined choices steal freedom. Disciplined choices create it. It is not negotiable. It is not optional. It is the cost of living fully. You have a choice. Pay now. Live free later. Let's examine delayed gratification. The world tells you to indulge now, to relax now, to enjoy the moment now. That is a trap. Immediate pleasure steals long-term power. Temporary comfort erodes freedom. Discipline is discomfort now for security later. Sacrifice today secures autonomy tomorrow. Pay now. Live free later. Behavioral application. Identify your daily high-cost tasks. Do them immediately, without negotiation. Remove distractions. Obey your schedule. Repeat consistently. Each act is a rent payment. Each act builds freedom. You have a choice. Pay now. Live free later. Discipline also reinforces identity. Every action that aligns with your values proves who you are. Every commitment kept strengthens self-trust. Every habit solidifies authority over your life. Freedom grows when identity is reinforced by disciplined action. This is who I am now. Pay now. Live free later. Remember, freedom is not random. It is not accidental. It is earned meticulously, day by day. The price is discipline. The payment is action. The reward is autonomy, control, and peace. You have a choice. Pay now. Live free later. Final reinforcement. Undisciplined life equals chaos, regret, stress. Disciplined life equals control, mastery, freedom. Every decision is a transaction. Every habit is a deposit. Every act of obedience is a payment. Pay the price of discipline. Own your time. Own your energy. Own your life. Pay now. Live free later. Now you have the framework. Stop waiting to feel ready. Ignore moods, obey rules. Eliminate negotiation. Shrink tasks, remove choice, follow through. Train consistency, not intensity. Kill the fantasy of balance. Build identity as your final weapon. Protect your attention and energy. Everything leads here. Discipline is the price of freedom. Pay now. Live free later. This is your life. Your choice. Your payment. Your freedom. Discipline is no longer a mystery to you. It is no longer motivation. It is no longer emotion. It is a decision repeated daily. You now understand this truth. The pain of discipline is temporary. The pain of regret is permanent. From this moment forward, you stop negotiating. You stop waiting. You stop asking how you feel. You act because you decided. You show up because it's required. You follow through because that is who you are now. Your challenge is simple. For the next 7 days, do one hard thing daily without debate. No delay. No excuse. This is how discipline is forced. This is how identity is rebuilt. This is how your life changes permanently.